Hey there YouTube, this is Daniel with Dan's Piano Secrets. I'm back at it again. I want to show you another cool secret of the piano. Secret number one is that piano is really not that hard to play, especially if you want to do modern music, you want to do some chording, you want to jump right in and play a song and be able to sing with your little chords. Shazam! I'm serious, you can do that in a matter of minutes. As long as you can lock your fingers in or lock these fingers in, you can play a chord, jump back and forth, and start singing along with it. Get the whole family in the room. Get the piano room going again. Too many people watching too much dang TV. Gotta sing a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. In this lesson, we're gonna talk about why is a minor chord a minor chord, why is a major chord a major chord. So, to review, we've learned a couple cool songs. Chords. We learned this is a C chord, this is an F, this is a G, and check out my earlier lessons if you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do know what I'm talking about, follow along. We learned this was a D minor, A minor's up here, A minor. Okay, so the minor chords, what do they have in common? They kind of sound sad and dramatic, and the happy chords are the major chords. So, how do you make what is already a happy chord or a major chord into a minor chord, and how do you make a minor chord into a major chord? And why am I pointing left when I say minor and pointing to the right when I say major? Well, you're about to see. So check this out. I'm going to play a C chord, okay, and I'm trying to bend my fingers. I'll probably just do the bad fingering just so you can see, okay. This is a C major. Why is it major? Because you have the root, which is in the key of C, is the number 1, and then you have the 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. You have the 1. You have a major third, which is from here to here is it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 half steps up, and that's what makes this from here to here is called a major third. Now, what's a minor third? I'm hesitant to get into theory, but basically from here to here, just 3 half steps up, is a minor third. And then you keep the 5th, which is the G note. So you have la 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 in a major chord. In a minor chord, all you have to do is take that 3rd note, which is a major third, and just flatten it. To flatten means to go from here to the closest note, whether it's black or white. Whatever's the closest one to the left, or going down in lower in tone, instead of higher in tone, which is this way, you go down, okay? So you take the 3rd, which is the only thing that moves. The 1 and the 5, they don't move. But you take the 3rd and you flatten it. Boom, boom. Bum, bum. Okay, so let's do that again. C major. How do you make a C minor? A C with a lowercase m. How do you make that chord? Well, that's easy, Daniel. You just take the 3rd of the chord and you flatten it to make it a minor chord, like this. Oops. That's correct, Billy Bob. How do you make that minor chord a major chord? Well, I'm glad you asked. You simply take the 3rd, which is minor already, and you sharpen it. To sharpen, not like a pencil. To sharpen anything means to go to the right or to go up in tone, intonation. So in this case, we take the whatever's the closest note to our right, and it just happens to be this one. And so by what we've learned before, we know that that is a major chord. Make it a minor. Now, how do you make that chord a major? Simple. Take your minor chord, the minor third note, and make it a major third note by sharpening it like a pencil. Now, using what you have just learned, and you know that this is an F chord, how do you make an F chord an F minor chord? Think about it. You can pause the video. Okay, your time's up. Are you ready? To make an F major into an F minor, you do the same thing. You take the third note only and you flatten it. This is the nearest note to the left. Ooh, do you hear that? That's melodic. That's beautiful. It's sad. La, la, There's your F minor chord. Now, how do you make an F minor into a major? Well, I'll tell you. You take the minor third, you take the third note that's already in a minor chord, and you sharpen it. Well, what's the nearest note to the right? Why, it's this one. I'm glad you asked. It's this note. And now it's happy again. Same with G. G chord. Make it minor? Well, okay, take the third and you flatten it. Here's the nearest note to the left. Well, what about this A minor? Oh boy, we know this as A minor. Well, how do we make an A minor into an A major? Well, I'm glad you asked. You simply take the middle note, which is a minor third, and you make it a major third by taking the next nearest note to the right, which happens to be this black note right here. This is a C sharp note, and you play that. There's a happy chord. A major, also known as an A chord. Now make it an A minor. Well, we know how to do that. We take this note and we flatten it. Awesome. Alright, in the next video we're just going to talk about a few more chords that you need to really learn. So, thank you for watching how to make a major chord a minor chord and how to make a minor chord a major chord.